Hello everyone, welcome back. What I got today is a letter. It's just a letter. It says on the back, it says random active post. It's from Tasmania, so I reckon it's probably from Tansy Rayner Roberts. And why she does this is because I back her on Patreon. Patreon. I've no idea how to pronounce it. And so I must be backing her on the level that that says random active post. So every year I receive something at random from her. Sometimes it's a card like this. Other times it's something else like a parcel, or one time I got given tea leaves. And I left it for such a long time that it was a good 6 months before I opened the parcel and realised, oh, there's tea leaves in here. I should have opened this earlier. So, and that's what it says on the back. If you read that, Tansy Rayner Roberts, random active post, and that's her Patreon URL. So you can now back her if you want. And I've got this absolutely gorgeous card. Have a creepy new year. Look, I've got things falling out of it. Hang on, where'd that go? I don't know, it was a circle of something. Oh, there it is. Oh. Okay, so put those things down there and I'll do one thing at a time. And in this inside, she's got this with her autograph. So that's nice. That'll go up there in my collection. And in the middle, 1926. So things that happened in 1926. Now, sometimes these things actually are real, and sometimes it's not. They're not. So Queen Elizabeth II was born in 1926, as was Sir David Attenborough. Now, we know about David Attenborough. I was watching a video. I can't remember who it was. And special guest, actually, I remember it was Professor David Lloyd, professor at Adelaide University, and I think he's in the science department somewhere. And he was at a function with David Attenborough, Sir David Attenborough, and Sir Terry Pratchett. Now, David Attenborough has been famous for a lot longer than Terry Pratchett, and he's therefore done a lot more. And this professor spent much more time talking to Terry Pratchett than David Attenborough. Don't think David Attenborough was best pleased by that, but anyway. Other people who were born in 1926 are Miles Davis. I think he's a trumpet person. You can tell I know a lot about him. Mary Poppins. And Anne McCaffrey. Oh, and Marilyn Monroe. So if she was still alive, Marilyn Monroe would be 100 next year. And Anne McCaffrey. I have, or had, I've given them away to my family, a couple of Anne McCaffrey books that was signed by her in I think it was 1985 or 84, probably 85, because it was when I was working. In 84 I was failing VCE, but 85 I was working in the city, and walking through the city on my lunch break, getting some food, some exercise, and I walked through Myers in the book department, and there is Anne McCaffrey, standing there, in the book section, trying to sign her books, and there was no one there. There was no line, no minder. She was by herself, and I felt so sorry. I mean, this is Anne McCaffrey. This is a really big author. Her books are fantastic. I won't read them anymore because they're mostly romance. I always wondered why there was a problem with those books. Anyway, other people will rave about Anne McCaffrey's writing. So I felt sorry for her, and I bought 2 books. and I had them signed by her, one to me and one to my dad, because my dad at that time was in hospital with cancer. He wasn't quite as excited. Maybe he was just feeling really rotten because of the cancer. So anyway, that's my Anne McCaffrey story. Books published in 1926, Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne, Clouds of Witness by Dorothy L. Sayers, and Lud in the Mist by Hope Mirrlees. Lud in the Mist sounds very much like a mystery. I must read it. Have I read Clouds of Witness by Dorothy L. Sayers? I do not know. So on the back, there you go, lots of writing. On the back is stuff that's far too small. Harry Houdini died this Halloween. That's next year, because I'm recording this just before Christmas 2025. Anyway, there's a whole heap of tiny writing in here, including Hotsy Totsy ballerina Anna Pavlova tours Australia and New Zealand, inspiring a new dessert, meringue covered in whipped cream and fruit, as light and airy as Pavlova's twinkle toes. But which country gets the credit? Perhaps Pavlova appeared out of thin air. I feel that you could get a short story out of that. Now this is really useful. Professors C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien meet for the first time in Oxford, so 1926. Their friendship will include such iconic moments as attending the same party dressed as polar bears. Why polar bears? Why not brown bears or grizzly bears or teddy bears? Probably because teddy bears hadn't come around yet. I think that was much later. They also ensured that Beowulf is taught in schools, and they were jewelled with umbrellas. Excellent. Okay. And now I've got a postcard. I've got a few more bits and pieces that came in this envelope. It's amazing how much you can get in an envelope and still squash it in under the 5mm. So, is this, which is nicely printed. I had a very pleasant evening, however, though you will probably find out that there was no particular reason for it. But I do not think it worthwhile to wait for enjoyment until there is some real opportunity for it. In other words, enjoy stuff now while you can. Now this is a little short story. I'm not going to read this out. I have no idea how people can do short stories which are so short and so good. I mean, I'll just quickly show you there. That's all it is. Okay. And I've got stickers. This one says, we're all Manticores here. My problem is I'm running out of room for stickers. This one is a little friendly lion. Looks like he's about ready to eat you up if you come and interrupt him from his book. And this is what fell out of the card. One for all and all for one. No, all for one and one for all. Don't know why it's which way round it should be. That is probably from a book that I don't have in front of me. I can't remember whether I read it in an e-book or a print book. It was about Three Musketeers in space. Anyway, that's nice. 3 nice little stickers and some nice reading matter, which will probably amuse me. Anyway, just a short video for you for Christmas Day. I don't have Christmas, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself. So anyway, I don't know what else to say today. I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.